How is it going, friends, family, and fornicators? It is me, your boy, Logan. I'm back at it again with another video just like last time, but today we've got the complete opposite, baby. Last time we did top 10 best YouTube boxers. This time we're going all out with the top 10 worst YouTube boxers of all time as of now, which is 2023 February. So this list could change if a real stinker comes out, but I highly doubt that. So without further ado, let's just get into the list. Coming up first, we have Ben Askren. Benjamin Askren. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a professional fighter, a UFC Hall of Famer, probably. I don't really know much about Ben Askren, but probably Ben Askren is a great fighter, no doubt about it. And in his prime, he was an extremely good MMA fighter. And this led a lot of people to believe that Ben Askren could absolutely wipe the floor with any YouTube boxer, no matter who they were, because they weren't real fighters. They're YouTubers pretending to be fighters. So Jake Paul took that opportunity and said, okay, I'll fight Ben Askren then. And everybody and their mother thought Ben Askren was going to kick the shit out of Jake Paul. They thought Ben was going to murder this man. However, Jake Paul knew that Ben Askren was not going to win. And he took that opportunity and ran with it. And in, I believe, 2020 or 2021, Jake Paul knocked the fuck out of Ben Askren. Now, Ben Askren hit the canvas, but he was not completely knocked out. Obviously, he has a decent chin. And this shocked the world, honestly. I think it did 1.5 or 1.8 million pay-per-view buys, which is crazy, because everybody wanted to see Jake Paul get his ass kicked by a real fighter. However, of course, Jake Paul and a lot of other people, but most people didn't know this, but a lot of people did, that Ben Askren is just a terrible striker. He has been throughout his entire UFC career. He was never a good puncher. So to put him in a boxing ring against Jake Paul, a man who was young, out for blood, wanted to prove he was an amazing boxer, it was not looking good for Ben Askren. And not only that, but Ben Askren had a hip replacement surgery like a few weeks before the fight or something. He was fat and old and didn't even care about losing. He was just kind of in it for the paycheck and the experience and to have a bit of fun. And that led him to basically get his ass kicked. Coming in at number 9, we have another one of Jake Paul's opponents. It is Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson was Jake Paul's second ever professional boxing opponent, right after Gibb and his amateur fight against Deji. Nate Robinson is basically what you get when you take a guy who thinks he's tough on the street, give him a pair of gloves, put him against a guy who's been boxing for a couple months or a few years, and just watch him get his fucking ass beat, to be honest. Nate Robinson just... I mean, Ben Askren got put to the canvas, but, he got back up and was kind of ready to go until the referees kind of just waved it off because he felt like it. Nate Robinson got schlepped, bro. He got schlepped. Nate Robinson just literally had no fight in him whatsoever when it came to technicality. His corner was just literally telling him his team had no idea what was even happening half the time, I'm pretty sure. I heard a rumor that Nate Robinson didn't spar once for the Jake Paul fight, which is just insane. People thought Nate was going to kick the shit out of Jake Paul, just how they thought Ben Askren was. Of course, this was before the Ben Askren fight. However, people just assume because Nate Robinson is a real athlete and Jake Paul isn't a real athlete, Nate Robinson was going to win. Bro, what does that even mean? What, so you get in good shape and do a bit of cardio and you're a real athlete, but Jake Paul, who does the exact same thing, isn't a real athlete? That doesn't make sense, bro. He was fucking dunking basketballs into hoops and people thought, oh yeah, well, he threw a basketball pretty good, so I guess he can beat up a boxer. Absolute delusions. I actually placed a £10 bet on Nate Robinson to win the fight because I assumed he had been training very well and I just really wanted Jake Paul to lose. And then I saw Nate Robinson get his ass kicked and it made me kind of sad, not going to lie. Alright, in number 8, we actually have a YouTube boxer who is a YouTube boxer and didn't just cross over from some other scene. This is Ben Azelart. This guy... God damn, I'm pretty sure this guy had a week and a half of training and didn't take this fight seriously at all. This man was on the YouTuber vs. TikTok card or some shit, where basically he didn't take the fight seriously, admitted that it was just for money, and got his ass kicked, and then just left. No technique, no power, no speed, nothing. Just pure mediocre shit, really. There's nothing really else to describe him. There's not really much I can say about it. He was just bad. However, in number 7, I can say a lot about this guy, Chase DeMoor. Holy fuck. What a weird man. Chase DeMoor is so strange. Let me explain. He fought Josh Bruckner, okay? Josh Bruckner, a very good YouTube boxer. Chase DeMoor then got his ass kicked by Josh Bruckner, which, you know, is fine. Josh Bruckner's a very good fighter, good MMA fighter, good boxer. And Chase DeMoor lost. Now, Chase DeMoor in the fight didn't look like he knew how to throw a punch at all. He was kind of just like swatting flies in the ring. I'm pretty sure there was a bee that landed on his shoulder at one point, and he just kind of spazzed out or something. You know, there's the famous clip of him just, I don't even know what you could call it. I guess falling. Like, it was just terrible. He was not a good boxer, but it is what it is. It's YouTube boxing. Who cares, right? However, this man then goes on Twitter and proclaims he can defeat any YouTube boxer. He wants KSI, Jake Paul. He wants to fight fucking Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. This isn't like a troll, by the way. He's not trolling. He genuinely believes he is the best YouTube boxer and a very good boxer overall because he started doing some training. It is fucking embarrassing. It is very, very, very embarrassing. And I just want to see him get his ass kicked again, to be honest. Technique-wise, the reason he's number 7 is because he literally just can't throw a punch. Like, how are you going to not throw a punch in a boxing match? He literally is there just, like, pushing Josh with his arms, basically. Terrible. But then coming in at number 6, we have a guy who is currently training to be on a Misfits card. That's Misfits 005. N&A Productions. Holy fuck. This man... I mean, if you can even call him a man. First of all, let's just talk about N&A Productions himself. He makes these fucking shitty 3 a.m. YouTube videos where he pretends to call the boss baby or, you know, calling a dead YouTuber at 3 a.m. and he spins a fidget spinner on his fucking nose and says, this fidget spinner spins for 5 seconds. You have to smash like on my fucking video or I will have sex with your mother. And it is the cringiest shit ever. He was a commentary YouTube channel's bitch back in 2017. No one took this man seriously. And now he's boxing. First of all, look at his tattoos. He's got the Joker, ha 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 ha, on his left shoulder. And he is literally Jared Leto's Joker if he wasn't a gangster and just like a shitty little e-boy. And not even an e-boy, man. That's an insult to e-boys. This kid is like someone's shitty grandnephew. That's not even a real thing. He's such a son. He's someone's grandnephew. He's not even a nephew or a grandson. He's a grandnephew. Fuck this guy, honestly, bro. He's such a bitch. I'd fuck the shit out of him. And I mean that in boxing terms, not sex. That'd be kind of weird. Yeah, I would fuck the shit out of him in the ring. I would beat the fuck out of him. NNA Productions, hit me up. Let's get on Misfits. Let's get on SCB. I'll fuck you up, you bitch. Anyway. Apart from NNA Productions' look and videos, his boxing is terrible. I'm pretty sure he threw a Superman punch or something in his last fight. He got the shit kicked out of him by Slim, which obviously Slim is good. However, NNA Productions lasted, I think, about 30 seconds against Slim on his second fight. Yeah, it was not a good look at all. And he just turned his head and, like, basically gave up. It's hilarious. And then in his second fight, he won against a guy who beat the fuck out of him, basically. It was a bit of a robbery, but it is what it is. No, neither of them should have been proud of that performance. It was embarrassing, to say the least. Yeah. But NNA Productions is set to fight Waleed Sharks, and I truly believe Waleed Sharks is going to absolutely murder him. So that's cool. Yeah. NNA Productions is such a terrible boxer that he's number 6 on this list. Now we have a guy who you might not expect to be on this list. This man is fucking... Oh, man, it actually annoys me, bro. I don't think this guy's a bad person at all. I think he's quite a nice guy. But as a YouTube boxer, listen, he's 0-3, right? He lost to FaZe Sensei. He lost to FaZe Temper. And then he lost to some random skinny kid who didn't know how to fight in chess boxing. That's right, I'm talking about Overtflow, ladies and gentlemen. Overtflow. This man is just like disappointment in YouTube boxing form. This guy literally fought FaZe Sensei for 3 rounds and then got knocked out with a body shot, which is fine, which is whatever, okay? It's fine. That puts you as like a mid-level YouTube boxer. You're not amazing, you're not good, you're not really bad, you're just mid, right? Then to get knocked out by FaZe Temper in 1 round. Okay, it's FaZe Temper, he's pretty good. You're on the lower level YouTube boxers. You're bad, but you're not terrible. But then to go in a chess boxing match and lose once more, even though you were winning the boxing portions of the match, he got checkmated by some skinny little nerd who didn't even know how to throw a punch, and Overtflow didn't even attempt to fight him. He basically just stuck his jab out and just kind of fainted and just fucked with him for a bit. And it was fucking embarrassing. Overtflow should have gone out there and knocked the fuck out of him in 1 round, easily. But instead, he pussyfooted around it and did nothing for 3 rounds of boxing before losing on a chess technicality. Fucking embarrassing, man. Come on, what are you doing? Coming in at number 4 and number 3, we have Liam and Jake, the twin Sane Brothers. These guys fought on, I believe it was the KSI Joella card, or it might have been the KSI vs. Logan Paul 1 card, and it was, I mean, it was bad, but you gotta understand, this was YouTube boxing in its early days. Basically, this was with, I think it was 12 or 16 ounce gloves, headgear, and they had maybe a few weeks to train. And these twin Sane brothers, named Liam and Jake, had a fight. Yep, they fought each other, even though they're brothers, which personally I would never do, but I guess fuck family, right? Let's decide who the better brother is, I suppose, because we're egotistical maniacs. Even though neither of them could box or fight at all, it was embarrassing. These guys would get knocked out easily by Ben Azelart, and that's saying a lot. That is saying a lot, okay, ladies and gentlemen. These guys, I mean, what is it to even say? Their fight was terrible. It was just bad. They couldn't jab, they couldn't cross, they couldn't hook. It was like watching 2 penguins slap each other. And then, I can't even remember who won. It might have been Jake, it might have been Liam. I don't even fucking remember. But the one who lost is at number 4, the one who won is at number 3, I guess. It was just pretty dead and embarrassing, really. And here we go. At number 2, we've got Momo, big boy Momo, a guy who fought on KSI vs. Logan Paul 1, the undercard. He fought a man who I'm not going to say the name of. Actually, I will say the name of. Rossi HD. He fought Rossi HD. And Momo actually won that fight. The whole time, he, again, just like the twin Sane brothers, didn't know how to throw a punch at all. He was just kind of fucking around. But what makes it worse is that he was Fortnite dancing the whole time. That just makes me sad, to be honest. Yeah, that's about it. Coming in at number 1, who's worse than the guy who Fortnite dances in the ring and can't even throw a punch? Ladies and gentlemen, it's Rossi HD, the man who lost to the guy who Fortnite dances and doesn't know how to throw a punch in a boxing match. Holy fuck! This guy... How do you lose to a guy Fortnite dancing the whole time you're fighting, bro? I call other people embarrassing on this list. That is next level embarrassment. That's not... I didn't get second-hand embarrassment from that. I got 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th hand embarrassment from watching you lose to a guy who was fucking doing the whip nene, the floss, halfway through the fight. Like, oh, god damn, man, it was just bad. The problem is, the Momo vs. Rossi fight put a really bad stain on YouTube boxing as a whole as well at the early doors. And it was just bad. Like, how do you not... Oh, fucking hell, my dogs are going to bark. Okay, they've stopped. Momo and Rossi are the worst 2 YouTube boxers. So, congratulations, Rossi HD. Have this medal. Fucking congratulations on being the official Logan Hallam worst YouTube boxer ever. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a comment on who you think the worst YouTube boxer ever is, and maybe I will Fortnite dance while you do so. Bye!